Colorado High School Activities Association basketball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com. Tonight, it's a consolation semifinal in the Patriot League tournaments as the visiting Brush Bead Diggers take on the Frontier Academy Wolverines. I'm John Beltran, as this is an elimination game for both teams coming up tonight, as the Bead Diggers are 0-2 against Frontier Academy this season, losing at home in January 57-46, and then earlier this month 57-40. The Bead Diggers on Tuesday lost in the Patriot League quarterfinals to Sterling 69-48. That's after an opening round win last Friday at home against University 45-28. Bead Diggers are the 7th seed going in. And as for Frontier Academy, they are the 3 seed, but they lost at home to Liberty Commons 67-61. Bead Diggers are 10-11 going into the game. And Frontier Academy at 12-8. Bead Diggers starting lineup brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Proud to be Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan with locations in Fort Morgan, Sterling, and Brush. Available 24/7 for your banking needs. Equitable Savings and Loan. Bead Diggers go with Trent Mounts and Ryan Dunker along with B.J. Hirschfeld in the backcourt. And seniors Aaron Nichols and Noah Leachman down low. As for Frontier Academy, they will go with junior guard Jordan Morgan. In fact, they are stacked with underclassmen, although they do have 5 seniors, including 6'2 center Will Cogswell, also in that starting lineup. Ben Pratt gave them problems during the regular season, a 6'4 senior. Now Taylor Aguilar, a freshman, was very dangerous with 3-pointers when they played a few weeks ago, but he is not with the team tonight. Austin Blevins, a 6-foot senior guard. And Zach Hidalgo, a 6'3 sophomore. He's the one that led Frontier Academy in scoring, which really hurt the Bead Diggers in that 17-point loss here less than 3 weeks ago. Jamie Wood, the head coach of the Frontier Academy Wolverines, is the former Weldon Valley head coach. And Tyrone Whipple, the head coach of the Bead Diggers. Opening tip tonight is brought to you by Buildings by Design, the experience to complete your project from start to finish. Get the quality you deserve in your building by starting your build project right. Start with Buildings by Design. Noah Leachman jumping center with Zach Hidalgo. The Bead Diggers in their road maroons and Frontier Academy in their home whites, and the ball is tipped out of bounds. It is off Noah Leachman, who had a strong tip, and then I might have touched Mount. Either way, Frontier Academy's got the basketball, so they have officially won the opening tip. Jordan Morgan to throw it in. And I don't know why the delay at the scorer's table. Looking up at the clock, says 7:56 to go. The ball was tipped, so time should have elapsed, and it did. Now here we go with Blevins on the outside right. Bead Diggers in a 2-3. In the left corner, Hidalgo, he'll take a long one. He'll miss it, and the long rebound to B.J. Hirschfeld. And then, what do we have here? A whistle, and apparently now the scoreboard is out. So some type of electrical issue here. We should probably have about 7:50 to go here in the first quarter. So 4 seconds elapsed. We had a delay, and then we had a missed shot. Hirschfeld got the long rebound, and the scoreboard is completely out. And they're trying to restore the scoreboard, but so far, no luck. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car truck of your choice, serving all of Northeast Colorado. Ehrlich Toyota East. Now, it says 7:56 to go, but they've got to take some time off of that. You would think maybe to about 7:50, because that's not free basketball right there, but I guess that's what they're going to do. they're just going to call that free basketball and leave it at 7:56. So this will be about an 8-minute and 5-second quarter. But now they can't get the clock going. Now they finally do. Who's keeping time here? That's horrible. Trent Mounts on the outside right to Leachman. Leachman into the lane. 14-footer is around and no good. It slips out. And the ball is rebounded by Zach Hidalgo. Long pass is knocked out of bounds by Leachman, intended for Morgan at midcourt. Walden Valley basketball. Check that, Walden Valley. I'm looking at Jamie Wood, the former head coach of Walden Valley. Frontier Academy basketball. And here's Austin Blevins on the outside right, double team. Jump pass in a lane to Hidalgo. Hidalgo right baseline, tries to get a defender in the air, throws it off the bottom of the backboard, but then picked up and laid in by Ben Pratt. 2-0. Frontier Academy, 7:19 to go in the opening quarter in this elimination game. Brush girls are entertaining Estes Park tonight. That's an elimination game just underway. Nichols inside to Leachman. He banks and scores with the left hand off the beautiful pass from Aaron Nichols, and the game is deadlocked at 2. If Leachman and Nichols can have big nights, the Bee Diggers will win this game and limit the turnovers. That's been an issue throughout the course of the season. Pratt against Dunker, and he runs right into Dunker, and then he travels. As Dunker nearly tied up the basketball, it'll be, they're going to call it on Dunker. I mean, that should have just been a tie-up. That should have been a tie-up. How can you call traveling on that? I mean, that was clearly a tie-up, and they called traveling on Dunker. Cogswell to throw it in. I don't get that call. Into the lane, little 5-footer partially blocked by Hirschfeld, and taken away by Aaron Nichols. Here comes the Beat Digger. The other way in Ryan Dunker. He leans, he banks, and he misses. Rebound to Nichols. He has the shot blocked, and then the ball is poked towards Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld then has it knocked away, commits his second turnover. At least the Beat Diggers do. Here comes Frontier Academy the other way. Right corner, Hidalgo with a basketball. Tied at 2. 6.5 to go in a very sloppy opening part of the game. Morgan in the right corner. Dribbles by Mount. Leans in towards Leachman. Kicks it into the lane to Cogswell. Down low for Pratt. 5-footer off the glass and in for Ben Pratt. And the Wolverines lead 4-2 with 6:15 to go in the first. Mount the other way for Brush. Cross-court pass to Dunker. At the top for Nichols. Nichols hands it off to Mount. 15-footer off the back of the rim, and the long rebound into the hands of Jordan Morgan of Frontier Academy. Here's Hidalgo, right baseline, bounce pass cross-court to Cogswell. Back out to Blevins. His shot is up and around and no good. Long three-pointer, and the rebound by Aaron Nichols is third. Now to Dunker. Dunker across the timeline. Bounce pass is going to be off a foot of Wolverine, and Ben Pratt out of bounds, and the Beat Diggers have the basketball, trailing by 2. With 5:50 to go in the opening quarter, Hirschfeld to throw it in the backcourt. Lobs it towards Mount on the high left. Mount towards the top. Frontier Academy in a 2-3 as well on the high left to Dunker. Dunker with a left-handed dribble. Baseball pass to Mount, outside right to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld, bounce pass to Nichols, down low to Leachman. He scoops it up and he misses. Rebound to Nichols. He banks and he misses an easy one. And the rebound is pulled away over there by Jordan Morgan of Frontier Academy. Bee Diggers missing easy opportunities. Here is Morgan at the top to Hidalgo. Now to Blevins. Blevins left of the lane. Jump pass to Hidalgo. And then he threw it right into the hands of Ryan Dunker. Dunker to Mount. Mount left baseline. Kicks it back out to Dunker. Dunker to Mount. Fakes a three. Steps in. Wants to shoot. Cannot. Baseball pass to Dunker. Right wing to Hirschfeld. And then he threw a terrible pass intended for Nichols. Intercepted by Pratt. Third turnover for the Bee Diggers. Blevins the other way. Long pass to Hidalgo. Left baseline. 10-footer. Yes. Frontier Academy with a 6-2 lead. 4:47 to go. First quarter in this elimination game. This Patriot League Tournament Consolation Semi. Hirschfeld on the outside right against Hidalgo. Dribbles right baseline. Back out Nichols. 10-footer. Good. Aaron Nichols on the baseline scores. And the Bee Diggers draw to within 2. It's 6-4. 4.5 to go in the first. Hidalgo on the high left against the 2-3. Back out to Blevins on the outside right. Bounce pass to Morgan. Morgan looking to Blevins. Swings it right corner. Hidalgo fakes the three. Dribbles into the lane. Back out to Morgan. Morgan leans. He banks and he scores. In between a couple of Bee Diggers. The Wolverines back up by 4. 8-4 with 4:07 to go. First quarter. Dunker on the outside right to Mount. Holding the ball up high. Straight up there to Hirschfeld. Back on the high right to Nichols in the corner. Chest pass to Mount. Mount swings it to Dunker. He's cutting. Has the shot blocked and taken away by Ben Pratt. He was cutting towards the basket. and Pratt stuffed it right back into Dunker and back to Pratt. Hidalgo into the front court to Blevins. 3:43 to go in the first quarter. B-Diggers down by 4. Left corner, 3 by Morgan is around it, in and out. And the ball is loose. It's chased down by Cogswell. Here is the shot by Pratt. Good inside the three-point line on the right baseline. Ben Pratt, he's got 6. That's the lead for Frontier Academy, 10-4. Trent Mount at the top. Swings it back out to Dunker on the outside right to Nichols in the corner for Ryan Dunker, and then we got a whistle and a foul. That's going to be an offensive foul on Trent Mount, an illegal screen. 4th turnover by Brush. And coming the other way will be the Wolverines, leading 10-4 with 3:17 to go. Adrian Lopez checks in for B.J. Hirschfeld. The B-Diggers gotten off to a slow start here, but still well in this game. And here comes Frontier Academy the other way. Blevins met by Lopez, utilizing a pick in the lane. Jump pass left corner to Morgan. Back out to Hidalgo. Strip by Dunker. Nice strip by Dunker. Dunker across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to Nichols. 10-footer is around it. Good. Got part of the glass, and it went in for Aaron Nichols. Rushed to within 4. It's 10-6. 2:52 to go. Opening 8 minutes of the game. On the outside left is Morgan. Morgan holds the ball to Pratt, down low for Cogswell, intercepted by Lopez. 3rd turnover, and then Lopez nearly threw it away and did to Cogswell, who banks and misses, but fouled by Dunker. Good foul by Dunker. He had to commit it, because if not, it would have been an easy layup there for Will Cogswell. And now 2 free throws to be attempted here by the senior for Frontier Academy. Aaron Williams will check in momentarily. With the B-Diggers down by 4, and the free throw is up and in. The Wolverines lead 11-6. When you're shopping for new appliances, shop the best appliance store in Fort Morgan, B&B Appliance, with a full and complete line of Whirlpool appliances. They'll help you find your perfect fit. B&B Appliance in downtown Fort Morgan. Williams in for Leachman. 2nd free throw, rounded good. Frontier Academy 12, Brush 6. 2:35 to go, first quarter. Mounts on the outside left to Dunker. Dunker cross court to Lopez on the high right to Williams. Williams straight away for Nichols. Nichols dribbles to his right, spins in the lane. Back out to Mount. 3 in the corner is off the back of the rim, and the rebound into the hands of Jordan Morgan. Morgan dribbles by Mount. He's got a 5-on-4 in the right corner for Cogswell. Jump pass to Hidalgo. Cross court pass taken by Blevins. Left corner, Morgan's shot is short, and the rebound is grabbed by Morgan in the lane. Trapped over there. Now he kicks it back out in the lane, and the runner is up and short. That is missed by Blevins, but Cogswell has it, and then they threw it away. Trent Mount with the interception. Minute 53 to go, first quarter. B-Diggers down by 6. Lopez straight away with a basketball. Left-handed dribble against Blevins. Back out to Mount. Outside right to Dunker. Dunker retreats towards the timeline. Now dribbles towards the right baseline. Over to Mount. Mount cross court to Lopez. Lopez towards that left corner. Swings it high left to Trent Mount. Back to Dunker. Now to Mount. Mount with a left wing 3 is going to be well off to the right. Long rebound to Aaron Nichols. That's his 5th board. Double team. Jump pass to Dunker. Ball stripped away. Dunker has it back. He banks and he misses, but he's fouled as he used his left hip to shield himself from the defender. And the foul is committed by Jordan Morgan. And Ryan Dunker to the line. That's a good move by the B-Diggers sophomore. A bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. Morgan Federal Bank. 321 Ensign. See what options they have available. Morgan Federal Bank, there's a difference. And the free throw is missed off the back of the rim. Hunter Umholtz and Brandon Faulkner into the game for Frontier Academy. 2nd free throw is good. And the B-Diggers draw to within 5. It's 12-7. A minute 22 to go here in the opening quarter. Hidalgo on the outside left over to Blevins. Blevins looking down low. Swings it on the outside right to Morgan. Now to Blevins. Blevins against Lopez. Jump pass is tipped away out of bounds by Hirschfeld. Intended for Hidalgo. And it will be Frontier Academy basketball. There's the lob into Blevins on the outside left towards the top. And then Lopez commits the foul. It'll be the 13th foul by the B-Diggers, well away from the basket. Yeah, that's something the B-Diggers certainly don't want to do. substitutions. Noah Leachman back in. Dunker's also out. Here's the lob in the left corner. Hidalgo back out to Blevins. Blevins with 55 seconds to go in the first. Left baseline to Umholtz. Then he threw it cross court to Morgan, even though it was nearly intercepted. Morgan trapped. Kicks it back out to Austin Blevins. Dribbles by two into Lopez. And then he's looking for an outlet. He's trapped over there. Right corner for Morgan. Morgan with 42 seconds to go. Guarded by Williams along the right baseline. Cross court to Umholtz. Back out to Hidalgo. Straight away to Blevins. On the outside left, here is Morgan left of the lane. In the lane. Nearly traveled. Kicks it straight away to Blevins. 29 seconds to go. The B-Digger defense is smothering right now. Hidalgo on the outside right, straight away for Blevins. 23 seconds remaining. Into the lane to Morgan. Jump pass to Umholtz. 5-footer right baseline. Air ball picked up by Faulkner, and he puts it up and in, and a foul. A foul on Adrian Lopez as Faulkner scores. And the Wolverines lead by 7. Lopez commits his second foul. And Faulkner off the rebound to the stripe with 17 and a half seconds to go. That's a big bucket here before the end of the quarter. And the free throw is high and around and no good, off to the right. Noah Leachman grabs his first rebound. The outlet to Mount. B-Diggers can cut it to 5, maybe 4 by the end of the quarter. Lopez with 9 seconds to go on the outside left to Mount. Left corner for Hirschfeld with 6. Looking up at the clock with 5. Entry pass is a terrible one. He forced it, intercepted. 2 seconds to go from half court. Blevins puts it up, and he nearly made it. Went off the rim. We have played 8 minutes of basketball in this Patriot League consolation semi. Frontier Academy 14, Brush 7. It's a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. It is B-Digger basketball to begin the second quarter. They trail Frontier Academy 14-7. Ryan Dunker in the right corner for Nichols. Out there with Hirschfeld, Mountain, Leachman. Nichols dribbles right baseline by Ben Pratt, and he puts it up off the glass and in. Got Pratt in the air, and Nichols scores from about 6 feet away. The B-Diggers draw to within 5. Nichols with 6. It's 14-9 Frontier Academy. Here's Austin Blevins out there with Ben Pratt, Will Cogswell, Zach Hidalgo, and Jordan Morgan. Ben Pratt in the right baseline. Back out to Blevins against B.J. Hirschfeld. Now he retreats. The B-Diggers now kind of in a 3-2. Now back to a 2-3. They're just rotating that back man. Blevins, right wing 3 in the air, is around and no good. And the ball is tipped around, still tipped, and Nichols has it. Jump pass to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld with a 2-on-3. Pulls up from 10, and he missed it badly. Hirschfeld having a very bad opening 9 minutes here. The rebound to Will Cogswell. He's committed some turnovers as well. Playing some good defense, though. But has got to improve himself offensively for the B-Diggers to have a chance. They need a collective effort in this game. Here's Austin Blevins just across the timeline. Bounce pass in the lane to Morgan. He spins, he fades, he shoots, and he scores. Jordan Morgan from 7 feet away. And it's a 7-point lead, 16-9. 6:42 to go, second quarter. In the left corner with the basketball is Leachman. Leachman dribbles left of the lane, pulls up from 7, around and no good. Jordan Morgan has the rebound for Frontier Academy. Here's Hidalgo, 3-on-2, middle of the lane. Bounce pass is knocked out of bounds by Mount, intended for Pratt. And the Wolverines retain possession with 6:28 to go, second quarter, leading 16-9. And Cogswell to throw it in. Cogswell looking inside to Morgan. He banks and he misses an easy 5-footer. Nichols grabs his 7th rebound. There's the outlet to Dunker. Dunker at the top of the basketball. Dribbles by a defender all the way. Scoops up a wild shot and misses. Rebound is pulled away by Ben Pratt. The B-Diggers are taking some really poor shots at times. Got to be a little bit better than that. Here comes Blevins into the front court. 6 minutes to go in the second. Brush only down by 7 despite all the offensive woes. Left corner Morgan. Morgan dribbles to his right. Left of the lane Hidalgo. Straight away to Blevins behind the 3-point line. Lobs at left corner. Morgan jump pass to Pratt. And he is fouled as he misses. Ben Pratt to the line. I don't know if it was Mount from behind or Leachman in front of him. That's Mount from behind with a push. And that'll be Trent's second foul. They need him considering that he's one of the better 3-point shooters on this team, if not the best. And the free throw is good by Pratt. Pratt already with 7 points. He's nearly outscored the B-Diggers. Corbin Massey will check in for Trent Mount. That's a big, big setback there for the B-Diggers, having to put Mounts on the bench at this point. Second free throw is off the back of the rim, and Leachman goes high for his second rebound. The outlet to Dunker. Beat Diggers need a bucket. Dunker on the high left. Swings it to Leachman. Leachman in the lane. Scoops it up and in. And a blocking foul on Ben Pratt. Leachman to the line for the and one. Pratt was not positioned, and he commits his first foul. The Beat Diggers are to within 6 at 17-11. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for you? Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Free throw is up and a beauty. Leachman has 5 in the early going, and it's a 5-point Frontier Academy lead. 5:35 to go, second quarter. Here is Morgan on the outside left, 17-12. Back out to Blevins. Cross court taken by Hidalgo. Jump pass to Morgan. Morgan left to the lane. Gets Leachman in the air. Banks and scores. Morgan now with 6. It's 19-12. Dunker outside right to Massey. Back out to Dunker on the left wing to Hirschfeld. And Tyrone Whipple calls a full timeout. Brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. Home Auto Life and Health. State Farm Insurance at 842-4555. It's a 1-minute break. Frontier Academy 19, Brush 12 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Beat Digger basketball trailing Frontier Academy 19-12. Ryan Dunker to throw it into the backcourt to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld on the outside right to Massey against Morgan. Back out to Hirschfeld. Now here's Massey in the right corner. Swings it back out to BJ. Right of the lane to Nichols. He turns, he banks, and he misses. And the rebound to Ben Pratt, his 4th for Frontier Academy. The Wolverines can go up by 9 or 10. Now it's danger time for the Beat Diggers. They've got to defend here. Hidalgo, right corner 3, is off the back of the rim. Nichols grabs his 8th rebound of the game. Outlet to Hirschfeld, 3-on-2. Hirschfeld, middle of the lane. Dunker lays it up and in off the glass for Ryan Dunker. Beautiful pass by BJ and a nice cut by the sophomore Dunker. 19-14, 4:38 to go, second quarter. Ben Pratt on the outside right, back out to Blevins. Blevins behind the three-point line, guarded by Hirschfeld. On the outside left to Morgan. Morgan to Blevins straight away. Blevins with a dribble on the high left to Morgan, left corner for Pratt. Pratt against Nichols, swings it back out to Morgan, left to the lane, straight away to Blevins. Blevins on the outside right to Hidalgo, back out to Blevins, fakes the 3, left wing to Morgan, inside to Cogswell, puts it up, around it, no good. He gets the rebound and he banks and scores. The Beat Diggers have got to grab the boards. That's too easy. Cogswell with 4. And we've got a shoe situation there with Nichols. Too many second chance points. And that was an easy rebound the Beat Diggers could have grabbed instead. Frontier Academy scores again. They now lead 21-14, approaching the 4-minute mark before halftime. Dunker straight away on the high right to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld in the corner, now to Dunker, back out to Massey. Massey forced a bounce pass. And Ben Pratt pokes it out of bounds. You can't telegraph like that. Yeah, I mean, you could tell that Corbin was going to throw a bounce pass to Leachman well before he threw it. He was staring him down, and then he bounced it. And it was lucky that it wasn't intercepted for good. Leachman is out, and Reed Hall is in. Brush has not committed a turnover in this quarter, but they had 6 in the opening quarter. Outside left Massey, straight away to Dunker. Dunker to Massey on the left wing. In the left corner for Hirschfeld off the chest pass. Bounce pass to Nichols, double team. Straight away to Dunker. On the outside left to Massey. Massey looking straight away to Dunker. Down low for Nichols, double team. Bounce pass. Left corner, Hirschfeld shot good for 3 for B.J. Hirschfeld. Now he might be in an offensive flow. Brush to within 4, 21-17. 3.5 to go, second quarter. That's a big bucket for the Beat Diggers and for Hirschfeld. Blevins on the outside right to Cogswell. He won't take the 3. Now to Blevins. Jump pass to Morgan, high left. Morgan cross court to Blevins. Lob down low for Ben Pratt, and he banks it in. That was too easy. Beat Diggers got caught on the backdoor cut. 23-17. 3:07 to go, second quarter. Massey straight away to Dunker. Left corner for Hirschfeld. Back out to Dunker. On the high right for Massey, bounce pass to Nichols, dribbles, double team. Massey takes a long 3, air ball, but Hall picks it up and he's fouled as he misses. Nice job by Reed Hall anticipating where that ball was essentially going to fall, like right in his hands, and Ben Pratt commits his second foul. And Pratt has got 9 points in this game. If they can get him into foul trouble, that could change everything. Leachman will check back in. The Hall free throw is off to the right and short. Second free throw upcoming. Nichols is out. He's had a very good game so far with 6 points and 9 rebounds. Let's see if Reed can make the second and at least split the 2 free throws. That one is up, and that one is good for the senior Reed Hall. B-Diggers to within 5, 23-18, 2:51 to go. Second quarter. Need a couple of stops here. Blevins across the timeline. Bounce pass on the high right to Morgan. Back to Blevins. Swings it cross court to Cogswell. Straight away to Blevins. Blevins against Hirschfeld. Fakes the 3. Left corner lob for Jordan Morgan. Morgan back out to Blevins. We're down to 2.5 to go. Inside to Umholtz. And his hook shot is blocked by Hall. Reed Hall comes away with a basketball. Hall on the outlet to Hirschfeld. Swings it right corner for Massey. Massey back out to Hirschfeld. Straight away for Dunker. Dunker bounce pass left lane to Nichols. Then he hooks it up and he misses. That's Leachman, And the rebound is into the hands of Jordan Morgan. That's his 6th board. Could have been a 3-point deficit. Here's Hidalgo, left baseline all the way, scoops it up, reverse layup is missed. He puts it back up and he misses. Leachman with a rebound for Brush. Now the B-Diggers come the other way. Here's Dunker at the free throw line, back out to Leachman. 15-footer is around and no good, it missed, but the ball is tipped by Hall to Hirschfeld. However, he went over the back. That's where the B-Diggers have got to capitalize. When they come up with the defensive stand, they've got to draw a little bit closer. Only a 5-point game with 1:55 to go. The B-Diggers have 16 fouls, and Frontier Academy with only 3, so the next foul by Brush, unless it's an offensive foul, will send the Wolverines to the line. Blevins on the outside right corner for Morgan. Morgan back out to Blevins. Blevins against Hirschfeld. Swings it at the top for Hidalgo. Left corner for Morgan. Gets a defender in the air. Dribbles it back out to Blevins. Blevins dribbles by 2 right of the lane. Here's Cogswell. Bounce pass inside to Umholtz. Cross-court pass knocked out of bounds by Massey. Intended for Jordan Morgan. It'll be Wolverine basketball with 1:28 to go in the front court to the right of the basket. And to throw it in will be Blevins. Blevins lobs it left wing. Morgan shot is up and off the back of the rim. Hit nothing, actually, but the glass. Rebound to Leachman. Here's Dunker. No look pass to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld straight away to Leachman. Leachman's runner is up and he missed it well off to the right. And the B-Diggers are missing some shots very, very badly here. Cogswell comes away with a rebound. Swings it left corner. Hidalgo jump pass to Umholtz. Swings it straight away. Blevins wide open 3. It's a brick. That hit nothing but glass, but it's picked away by Hunter Umholtz. Here's the Hidalgo shot. He misses. Dunker gets the rebound for Brush. Dunker on the outside left, foul by Umholtz just beyond midcourt. Only the 14th foul. Man, we've seen a lot of misses here in the last minute that hit nothing but backboard. Neither team has scored in the last minute plus. Brush is down by 5, 23-18, 54.7 seconds to go in the second quarter. And to throw it in will be B.J. Hirschfeld. There's the lob into Dunker. Dunker's got to watch out, and he's stripped. Stripped by Blevins. He'll lay it up and in. Dunker fell asleep. He kept looking over to the bench. And he got his pocket picked. 25-18 on the outside left is Hirschfeld. Man, that's a huge mistake there. Let's see if Dunker can make up for it. In the left corner, Hirschfeld with the basketball just kept looking. And then that pass towards Dunker is a foul by Blevins. Blevins commits his first foul. Yeah, normally Ryan doesn't make mistakes like that. And Dunker to throw it in just beyond midcourt. He looked over to the bench for play instructions, and he took his eye off the defender. Here's Dunker left to the lane. His runner's up and off the back of the rim. And the rebound to Leachman. He banks and scores. Noah Leachman with a strong board. Leachman now with 7. B-Diggers to within 5, 25-20. 14 seconds to go. Need a stop right here and keep it at a 5-point game. They'll take the final shot of the opening half. Hidalgo with 8 seconds to go. Spinning right of the lane. 15-footer. Banks and misses. Leachman with a rebound with 4. Leachman with 3. Baseball pass towards midcourt. Picked off by Hidalgo. Throws it up from midcourt. And it's no good. And that is the end of the opening half. A very entertaining one. The B-Diggers closed to within 5 after being down 7 following the opening 8 minutes. We have played 16 minutes of basketball in this Patriot League Tournament Consolation Semifinal. The score, Frontier Academy 25, Brush 20. Let's take a 3-minute break. We're back in 3 minutes on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Frontier Academy has the ball first to begin the second half. Zach Hidalgo, Austin Blevins, Ben Pratt, Jordan Morgan, and Will Cogswell. On the outside left is Morgan. Left corner for Cogswell. Jump pass knocked away by Dunker. Saved it by Dunker and taken away by Aaron Nichols. Fifth turnover for Frontier Academy. Here is Dunker on the outside right, dribbling right baseline. His runner is up, and he thought he was fouled. No whistle, and he misses badly. Jordan Morgan with his seventh rebound. Nichols, Mount, Hirschfeld, Leachman, and Dunker for Brush. Here is Blevins at the top, spinning outside right to Morgan, right baseline. Pratt shot up around and no good. The tip is up and in by Zach Hidalgo. Hidalgo with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Not a big night for him, but that's a big bucket. 27-20. Mount the other way. Back to Dunker. Now to Mount with a dribble. To Dunker on the high right. Now to Mount, right corner for Nichols. Nichols holding the ball up high, looking for a cutter. Leachman goes to the ground. There's the lob to Hirschfeld. Outside right to Dunker. Dunker maintains the dribble. Dunker on the outside right, looking for a pick, feeds Leachman. Leachman on the high right. Dribbles right baseline. Has the ball stripped by Blevins. And here comes Frontier Academy to Hidalgo. Hidalgo's fouled on the floor by Mount. No basket. Mount with a very, very smart foul. It's his third, but he had to commit the foul. And are they going to call that intentional? No, not intentional. It's a very good foul. Massey will come in for Mount. That's a necessary play by the defender. It would have been a 9-point game. He'll be out for a little bit. Blevins to throw it in. Blevins looking down. Low bounce pass to Pratt. He banks and he misses. And the rebound to Dunker on the weak side. Dunker across the timeline. Now to Hirschfeld. Bounce pass cross court Massey. Massey's runner is up and around and no good. Leachman went for the tip. Pratt grabs the rebound. His fifth. There's the outlet pass to Blevins. 6:35 to go. Jump pass down low. Through Hidalgo's hands out of bounds. Turnover number 6 for Frontier Academy. Beat Digger basketball. With 6:32 to go. Third quarter. It's 27-20 in favor of the Wolverines. Hirschfeld at the top for Brush. On the outside left to Dunker. Left corner for Leachman. Leachman behind the three-point line. Looking, still looking. Swings it back out to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld at the top of the three-point circle. Bounce pass outside right for Dunker. Dunker swings it right corner for Nichols inside the three-point line. Looking down low for Leachman. Jump pass towards Massey. Massey at the top, right side to Hirschfeld. Right corner for Dunker. Bounce pass right baseline to Nichols. Dribbles, spins underneath the basket. Defender in the air. Banks and scores. A reverse there by Nichols. What a move by the senior. He's got 8. Nearly a double-double. 27-22. Hidalgo on the high left. 5:49 remaining in the third. Over to Blevins. On the outside right to Morgan. Now to Blevins. On the left wing to Pratt. Dribbles left baseline. Bounce pass inside to Morgan. Cross court to Cogswell. Shot blocked out of bounds by Leachman. Frontier Academy retains possession, up by 5. Cogswell to throw it in. Will Cogswell looking down low. Feeds it to Pratt. Has his shot blocked, but a foul. Wow. That foul was called from about 30 feet away. Nichols and Leachman were right there. Foul was committed by Leachman, his first. Even the official down low didn't call it. The Pratt free throw is in and out. Second free throw upcoming for Ben Pratt. Frontier Academy's lost 2 consecutive games, both on this floor. That free throw is well off to the right, pulled the string badly. Dunker grabs his third rebound. He's got a 2-on-2. Dunker, middle of the lane, jump pass to Leachman. He banks and he misses an easy shot. Oh, that was too easy. The rebound to Pratt. He's made tougher shots than that throughout the course of the season. Hidalgo in the right corner. Bounce pass to Blevins. Blevins double teamed and tied up. That should be Rush basketball. It is. On the tie-up, possession arrow pointing in their direction. And we've got a 30-second timeout brought to you by Greg Malna State Farm Insurance, called by the Bee Diggers. All of a sudden, they're doing things on defense to fluster this offense of Frontier Academy, but the Bee Diggers are unable to take advantage of the offensive end. Before the game, head coach Tyrone Whipple said, what we've got to do is just score. They can defend, but can they score? The other night, they defended pretty well for the most part against Sterling. Sterling's just got way too much talent offensively. This team is good in Frontier Academy, but the Bee Diggers have the talent not only to match them, but to supersede them. Rush basketball, but they've been unable to get it under 5. This is their shot right now with 5:20 to go in the third. Another shot. They've had about 5 or 6 others. And Frontier Academy will apply the pressure in the backcourt. Hirschfeld to throw it in. Over to Leachman. Now to Massey. Massey into the front court. Lost the basketball. Got it right back. Now he spins. He looks for an outlet in Dunker. The left baseline. Leachman left of the lane all the way. Scoops it up off the glass and he missed it. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It's off of Leachman. Another miss from just a few feet away that could have drawn the Beatdiggers to within 3 points. Frustration on the Brush bench knowing they're that close. Blevins at the top for Frontier Academy. In the left corner, Hidalgo guarded by Nichols. Back out to Blevins. Blevins on the left baseline to Pratt. 15-footer is around and no good. And Pratt tries to tip it, and Hidalgo has a shot blocked. Hidalgo tries to save it, and he's out of bounds. Brush basketball. Nice defense by the Beatdiggers again. Even though Frontier Academy certainly had a shot to score there and make it a 7-point lead. And Hirschfeld to throw it in, having a conversation with one of the officials. Here is Dunker for the Beatdiggers. Dunker across the timeline. Brush Girls leading 36-8 over Estes Park going into the third. They'll be playing tomorrow for sure. Hirschfeld at the top picks up his dribble. Bounce pass outside right for Leachman. Leachman looking down low. Leachman straight away to Dunker. Dunker outside left for Massey. Massey in the lane, scoops it up. That shot is blocked out of there and taken away by Blevins. Blevins on the high right, dribbles right baseline. Blevins backs up for a 3, and that's going to be an air ball, but it's taken away by Cogswell. Again, second chance here for Frontier Academy. Lobs it right side for Blevins. 4:13 to go. Third quarter, 27-22 Wolverines. Blevins against Hirschfeld. Left-handed dribble, cross-court to Morgan. Left baseline for Cogswell. Now to Morgan, jump pass to Blevins, and then we got a whistle and a traveling violation on Blevins with a hop step. That's already their 4th turnover of the quarter, 8th of the game. Brush has just 9. But again, the Beatdiggers cannot cut into the lead. They've been hanging around at 5 for a long time. They need a bucket here. Hirschfeld with 4 minutes to go. At the top, swings it right side for Adrian Lopez into the game. At the top now, here is Ryan Dunker, left corner for Hirschfeld. Bounce pass to Dunker, he leans, he banks, and he misses. Austin Blevins with a board. This is frustration city for the Beatdiggers. Outside right to Morgan, right corner. Here's Pratt, back out to Hidalgo. Dribbles, pulls up from 15. That is short, and a nice rebound control there by Adrian Lopez. And the Beatdiggers have another opportunity, foul in the backcourt. That looks like Austin Blevins committed the foul. That would be the team's first. Blevins with his second. The Beatdiggers have 2 team fouls. Both teams have gone cold offensively here in the third quarter. They've only scored 2 apiece. Let's see if Brush can answer. They played excellent defense. But now on the offensive end, they're looking for points. Here is Hirschfeld over to Dunker. Dunker towards the top of the 3-point circle. Hands it off to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld into the lane. Jump pass to Leachman. Leachman gets the defender in the air. Banks. And he scores! Noah Leachman to the right of the basket. The senior showed that he wants to play more basketball this season. He's got 9, 27-24. 3:14 to go. Cogswell jump pass towards Morgan on the outside left. Morgan behind the 3-point line. Straight away with the basketball. That's another player that we've got to check him out on the roster here. Wearing number 20. Let's see if he appears here for Frontier Academy. Hidalgo 3 is way off, and Noah Leachman grabs his 7th rebound. Beatdiggers can tie it with a 3. Lopez dribbles left of the lane all the way, scoops it up way too strong, and he's fouled. Oh, and Leachman goes hard to the floor, along with a Wolverine as Leachman went with a follow, and a Wolverine is hurt there. And it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Frontier Academy, and let's see, Jordan Morgan is the one who is hurt for Frontier Academy. There was a lot of contact there. Lopez will go to the line. And the foul, let's see, Blevins was there, but it was on Zach Hidalgo, his first. He's favoring that left leg. Yeah, both teams are fighting to extend their seasons. With 2:50 to go in the third. And the Beatdiggers trailing by 3, 27-24. And Morgan gets up, and he's going to be assisted off the court. Doesn't look like he's going to come back into the game. That's either a left knee or a left ankle for Jordan Morgan, and he's been instrumental in this game with 6 points and 7 rebounds. His 7 rebounds are tied for the team lead, and his 6 points are second. That's a huge loss there for Frontier Academy. Adrian Lopez to the line. And Mike Rutledge was the Frontier Academy player that is checked into the game. Now Lopez needs to make at least one just to make this trip worthwhile, and that free throw is up and good for Adrian Lopez. The Bead Diggers are to within 2, 27-25. Second free throw coming up for Lopez. That is in the air, and that's perfect. Brush to within 1. They're on a 6-0 run. 2:45 to go in the third. Anybody's game here from Greeley. Blevins on the outside right to Rutledge. Back to Blevins. Blevins towards the top. Swings it left side for Pratt. Frontier Academy has just 2 points in a quarter. Back out to Blevins. Fakes the three. Lopez right there. Outside right to Hidalgo. Hidalgo back out to Blevins. In the left corner. Pratt, he penetrates, he banks, he scores, and he's fouled. That's a big bucket. Frontier Academy stops a 6-0 run as Pratt scores. And the foul on the Bead Diggers by Ryan Dunker. That'll be his second. Pratt with his first points of the third quarter. He's got 11. And he misses the free throw. Leachman with the board. Bead Diggers only down by 3. 29-26. Here's Williams, right baseline. Slams into a defender. That's an offensive foul. Yeah, Aaron was way out of control there. And going to the floor was Ben Pratt. Yeah, that was an easy call right in front of us. Had to kick that back out as Pratt had the position. But Brush down by only 3. Frontier Academy basketball with 2:20 to go. Brush was down by 5 at the break, so they don't want Frontier to get back up by 5 and reestablish the momentum going into the fourth. Blevins on the high left. Bounce pass in the left corner for Rutledge, guarded by Dunker. Back out to Blevins. Left baseline, Hidalgo. Touch pass to Blevins. Ball knocked away, loose on the floor, and there'll be a tie-up, but the Wolverines will keep the basketball. Possession arrow pointing in their direction as Blevins and Lopez were on the floor. And they will throw it in. Blevins. Nope, it'll be Cogswell instead. Well, by far the closest matchup of the three that we've seen. Cogswell, inside pass, is intercepted by Williams. Here comes Dunker the other way. Dunker over to Hirschfeld. He lays it up, partially blocked, and then the ball is tipped into the hands of Blevins. Oh, a tremendous block from behind. Long baseball pass to Hidalgo. I think Pratt got a piece of the basketball. On the outside right, Blevins fakes the three. Leachman right there. That could have made it a 1-point game again. Hidalgo in the right corner to Blevins. He'll take the three. In and out. Oh, that was halfway down. Dunker grabs a rebound for Brush's fourth. Dunker across the timeline. Dunker right of the lane. Dunker's going to have to back it out. No look pass to Lopez. Banks and he misses. Put back by Williams. Up and in. Then a foul. And the Bead Diggers draw to within 1. What a play by Williams in midair. He put it in and he was fouled by Mike Rutledge. And Brush down by a point. Aaron Williams can tie the game with a made free throw with 91 seconds to go in the third. The senior dribbles, bends, shoots, pulled the string, and the ball is tipped. It's in towards midcourt, and I think we got a Cogswell foul as Lopez was trying to pick up the basketball. Oh, are you kidding? They called that on Lopez. Oh, my gosh. That was on Lopez. They're going to say that he hooked Cogswell. That'll be the 15th foul. The Bead Digger fans are beside themselves. Frontier Academy basketball. Minute 25 to go in the third. 29-28 on the outside right. Cogswell back out to Blevins. This is an elimination game. Over to Rutledge. Straight away to Blevins. Back out to Hidalgo on the outside right. And he's going to slow it down, hold the ball on his left hip. Hidalgo to Blevins. Blevins holds the ball. Back on the high left to Cogswell. Left baseline to Pratt. Pratt is cut off over there. Jump pass to Blevins. Blevins against Lopez. 58 seconds to go. Blevins outside right to Hidalgo in the right corner. Rutledge three is up, and that's got nothing but air. Aaron Williams has the basketball for Brush. The Bead Diggers can take their first lead of the game with 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dunker looks up at the clock. 41 seconds to go. Gets a pick from Williams. Maintains the pick. Then he lays off, and Dunker maintains the dribble. 33 seconds remaining on the outside left to Hirschfeld. Straight away to Lopez. Lopez high right to Williams. Williams with 25 to go. Leachman at the free throw line. Back out to Dunker. He dribbles towards the timeline with 21 seconds remaining in the third. Hirschfeld to Lopez looking up at the clock. It's got 16 seconds to go in the third. Williams on the outside left hands it off to Dunker. Dunker with 10. Gets a pick from Leachman with 8. Dunker right of the lane. Dunker with 5. Dunker to Lopez. He'll put up the 3. And he banked it in! At the buzzer! Holy mahungus, the Bead Diggers on a three-pointer by Adrian Lopez. Lead at the end of 3. Brush 31. Frontier Academy 29. It's a 1-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We begin the fourth. The Bead Diggers lead Frontier Academy 31-29, and Mount got the inbounds pass to Lopez, who caught it on the baseline. The Bead Diggers commit this just their third turnover of the half. Rush by 2. Blevins with a basketball at the top for Frontier Academy. Lobs it on the outside right to Hidalgo. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush Fort Morgan Greeley. And on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com, just past the top of the hour. Pratt straight away to Blevins. On the outside left, Hidalgo fakes the 3. Hidalgo steps in. Free throw line extended back out to Blevins. Blevins with 7:33 to go. Now to Mike Rutledge. Lobs it straight away to Blevins. Now on the outside left, that's actually Grant Shade into the game. On the high right to Hidalgo against Aaron Nichols. And we've got a whistle. That'll be Brush's 16th foul. That's the danger with committing 5 fouls in the third quarter. And Aaron Nichols commits his first personal. But Frontier Academy could be shooting lots of free throws coming up in the fourth. To throw it in is Blevins. Blevins looking down low, swings it right side for Hidalgo. Right corner for Blevins. Blevins dribbles to his left. Jump pass straight away to Shade on the outside left to Cogswell. Reed Hall into the game for Brush out there with Dunker, Lopez, Nichols, and Mount. Straight away is Blevins on the outside right. Here is Shade. Back out to Blevins. Frontier Academy can't find the open shot. Blevins lobs it left of the lane. Hidalgo back out to Blevins. On the high right to Shea. They've held the ball for nearly a minute. Here is Pratt. 15-footer left baseline is short, but the rebound to Pratt. Defender in the air, and he banks and scores. That's a big second chance point. Pratt now with 13. We're tied at 31. 6:44 to go in the game from Greeley. The winner plays tomorrow. The loser ends their season. Mount right of the lane, lost the basketball, picks it up, and that's going to be a double dribble. Yeah, somebody else had to touch that ball once Mount lost it because he kind of dribbled, and then once he picked it up, that is a double dribble. That's a good call. Tough to describe, but the right call was made because he didn't completely lose it. It was off a second dribble. Blevins lobs it towards the left corner to Pratt. Down low for Hidalgo. Double team. Jump pass to Shade. And then the ball through the hands of, looked like it went off of Pratt out of bounds. A couple of Bead Diggers get up. It was, well, now they're going to say that is Mount going to throw it in. I thought it went off of Frontier Academy, but they're pointing towards, yeah, that's a strange call. That went off of Pratt. There's the lob in towards Hidalgo. Back out to Pratt. Over to Shade in the right corner for Cogswell. Cogswell back out to Shade, guarded by Dunker to Cogswell. Here's Hidalgo, 15-footer, back rimmed it, and the ball is rebounded off the bounce by Hidalgo. They'll reset. Cross-court pass to Cogswell in the left corner. We've got 6:04 to go in the game. Deadlocked at 31 in Greeley. Blevins at the top in the lane. Jump pass to Shade. He lost it. Ball's loose on the floor. Still loose. There's going to be a tie-up. That'll be Brush basketball. Oh, no, it should be Frontier Academy. That's right. The Bead Diggers had the basketball to begin the fourth. Yeah, that's going to be Frontier Academy ball. So the Bead Diggers will get the ball in the next tie-up. 5:55 to go. Frontier Academy has scored just 6 points in this half. And the Bead Diggers have made up the deficit. Wasn't a huge one, but big enough. Hidalgo to Cogswell down low, double team. Cogswell swings it cross court. Off the hands of Pratt, taken by Shade. Back out to Blevins. Blevins looks up at the clock with 5:43 to go. Hidalgo dribbles right baseline all the way. He's trapped, and his shot is blocked by Nichols out of bounds as he tried to force it up there, and the sophomore got stuffed by a senior. Blevins to trigger it in. Look for the cut inside. Blevins Looking, lobs it outside left to Shade. Shade bounce pass, free throw line extended for Pratt. Stripped by Dunker. Here comes Dunker the other way. Bounce pass to Lopez, and his shot is blocked, but he's fouled. Lopez to the line. Great strip there by Dunker. And Lopez to shoot 2. Foul was committed by Zach Hidalgo. That is his second. Lopez scored 5 huge points in the third quarter. Free throw is up and around and off to the right. Still a tie game. Keegan Pike checks in for Frontier Academy for the first time. Free throw made by Lopez gives Brush a 1-point lead with 5.5 to go. That is up and that is in. Brush 32, Frontier Academy 31. Full timeout called by Tyrone Whipple, brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance. We'll keep it right here. Let's see if we can get an update on the girls game. Let's see, they were up 36-8 at the break over Estes Park. They're going to win that game. They already blasted them twice this year. And, yeah, I don't think we've seen an update on that one since, once they get to the end of the third, I think we'll see an update on that particular game. But once again, tomorrow's game between the Brush girls and the winner of the Liberty Common University game can be heard at noon on 94.5 FM. That's 94.5 The Ranch and 94.5theranch.com. If the boys win, we'll have that game right here on 1010 and KSRR.com at 1:30 against the winner of the Strasburg Estes Park game going on in Strasburg. But the girls will be playing on 94.5 The Ranch and 94.5theranch.com at noon. It'll be Frontier Academy basketball. They trail Brush 32-31. 5.5 to go in the game. Hidalgo to throw it in to Austin Blevins. Blevins swings it cross court to Hidalgo. Back out to Blevins. Blevins looking down low, guarded by Dunker. Blevins looking, still looking. Swings it right side to Hidalgo, guarded by Mounts. Straight away to Blevins. In the left corner for Cogswell. Picked up by Nichols. Now to Blevins. Blevins looking for Pratt, feeds Hidalgo. Hidalgo right baseline, tripped up. That's going to be the 17th foul. And Mount is going to commit his 4th. Boy, it's been a rough night for Trent. He's been a very good player all season, but no points and 4 fouls. And now the 1-and-1 situation for Zach Hidalgo. Off the 17th foul. And Trent doesn't think he committed that foul. It was close. Hirschfeld checks in for Lopez. They'll keep Mount out there. Yeah, he's got way too much value offensively. Now the 1-and-1. Hidalgo with a made free throw would earn a second and tie the game. And that is up, and that is good. For Hidalgo, we're deadlocked at 32. Jordan Morgan, after the injury, is back in for Austin Blevins. Now for a 1-point lead. Hidalgo bends, shoots, and in and out. And the ball is tipped around. It's off of Nichols, out of bounds. Oh, boy. Got to secure that board. Nichols has 8 rebounds, but all in the opening half. None in this half. Cogswell to throw it in. Cogswell lobs it inside to Hidalgo. Now right baseline. Here is a shot, a 15-footer. That's off the back of the rim. The rebound to Pratt. And he's got a shot blocked by Nichols. And then he muscles it back up and misses. The tip is missed. And then Mount has it. Hidalgo with a tip. How many opportunities can they have? The Beat Diggers came away with a rebound. Boy, Brush got a huge break there. There's the handoff to Mount. Over to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld back out to Dunker. Dunker over to Mount on the left wing. Gribbles left baseline. Backs up. Trapped over there. Here is Ryan Dunker. 4:35 to go in the game. Tied at 32. In Greeley. Mounts on the outside right. Over to Dunker. Hands it off. He is picked up over there by Keegan Pike, who had missed that shot that created those tips. Hands it off to Mount. Mount on the outside right. Straight away to Dunker. Looks back towards the bench. The Beat Diggers will spread it out with 4:16 to go in the game. Dunker hands it off to Mount on the outside left. Pulls up for a 3, and it's off the back of the rim. Pratt has the rebound for Frontier Academy on the outlet to Hidalgo, approaching the 4-minute mark of the game. in the left corner. Pike with the basketball. Now to Hidalgo. Hidalgo at the free throw line. Right wing. 3 in the air. Good. Made by Jordan Morgan of all people. 35-32 Frontier Academy. 3:48 to go in the game from Greeley. Dunker picks up his dribble on the outside left to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld back out to Dunker. Straight away to Mount. Bounce pass right baseline to Nichols. Nichols backs in on the defender all the way. He scoops it up, and he missed it. And a rebound by Pratt. Pratt looking to get out of traffic. Boy, he's got a wide open player in Cogswell, and Cogswell will lay it up and in. The Beat Diggers were trapped there in the backcourt, and Cogswell scored. It's a 5-point game, 37-32, 3:15 to go. Dunker on the high right, swings it cross court to Hirschfeld at the free throw line. Back out to Dunker, right wing to Mount. Mount with a dribble. It's a 6-0 run now for Frontier Academy. On the high right to Mount. Mount dribbles right baseline. Bounce pass to Leachman in the lane. Scoops it up and in. And a foul. Leachman to the line. That's a big, big basket. Leachman can make it a 2-point game. And I think that might have been Pratt with his third. Either that or Hidalgo with his third. So here is Leachman with 11 points. Free throw is up, and that is in and out. That's a big miss. It's still a one-possession game, though. Pratt grabs his 12th rebound. We've got 2:54 to go. That foul was on Ben Pratt. Hidalgo on the outside right. Beat Diggers are going to have to force a turnover here because you know that Frontier Academy's in no hurry to shoot up by 3 with 2:42 to go. Blevins on the outside right to Pratt. Lobs at free throw line for Morgan. Morgan steps in, spins, turns, gets it back out towards Blevins. Blevins near the timeline, crossover dribble. Now to Hidalgo at 2.5 to go. Straight away to Blevins. Blevins picks up the dribble, right baseline. Pratt, 15-footer, good. Huge shot by Ben Pratt. He's got 15. The lead is 5 again. 39-34 with 2:18 to go. The Beat Diggers at 31-29 after 3, their biggest lead. Dunker back out to Mount. Now to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld to Mount, swings it right side to Dunker, lobs it for Nichols. Nichols all the way. He's trapped, tries to put it up. He does, and he misses, and the ball is loose. It's still loose, picked up by Leachman at the free throw line all the way, and an offensive foul on Leachman. Leachman ran right into Ben Pratt. Frontier Academy basketball, 2 minutes to go in the Beat Diggers season unless they can rally. They've scored just 3 points in the quarter and trail by 5. Austin Blevins across the timeline. On the outside left, here is Morgan. Jump pass inside, poked away by Nichols, but then Hirschfeld cannot control it. It's out of bounds. Beat Diggers don't need a miracle yet, but they need some great defensive plays. 30-second timeout called by Jamie Wood, the head coach of Frontier Academy. Rushed down by 5 with 1:47 to go. Again, we'll have the Brush girls coming up tomorrow. That'll be a noon contest against either Liberty Common or University. But that will not be right here. That'll be on 94.5 The Ranch and 94.5theranch.com. The Brush girls lead Estes Park by 40 at the end of 3, 53-13. The Brush boys were looking to play the second game tomorrow. There'll be 6 games at the University of Northern Colorado and right here in Greeley. But down by 5, and Frontier Academy has possession of the ball with 1:47 to go, and they're not going to shoot anytime soon. The Beat Diggers have 18 fouls. Blevins to throw it in. Blevins in the left corner for Hidalgo. Bounce pass to Blevins. Trapped over there. Back to Hidalgo in the corner. Dribbles out of traffic over to Pratt. Outside right to Morgan. Right corner for Cogswell. Here is Pratt. Back on the high left. Taken by Blevins. 1:32 to go. Beat Diggers are going to have to start fouling. They've got no shot here. They got to send this team to the line. Inside pass to Blevins. Blevins had his trip back to Pratt, though, as he gained control of the basketball. Dunker to Hidalgo. That's a good player to foul, and Dunker goes down to the ground. Hidalgo is 1 out of 2 for the line. 19 foul. Dunker with his third personal. Hidalgo's had a slow night with only 5 points and 5 rebounds. He had a big game against Brush in the 17-point victory. 30-second timeout by the Bee Diggers, brought to you by Greg Mullen at State Farm Insurance, Home Auto Life and Health at 842-4555. It's been a 10 to 3-quarter here for Frontier Academy, after the Bee Diggers outscored Frontier 11-4 in the third. They need Hidalgo to miss at least one of the 2 free throws. And if that happens, then it's still a 2-possession game. If he makes both, it's a 3-possession game. And Brush is in real trouble. Eaton girls won tonight over Strasburg, 63-42. Sterling 58, Platte Valley 20. They'll play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night from UNC for the Patriot League Tournament Championship. Hidalgo has got to miss a free throw, either the first or the second. That free throw is up and good. And the lead is 6. 40-34. It's a 9-2 run for Frontier. Second free throw is up, and it's off the back of the rim. And the rebound is controlled there by Aaron Nichols. That is his 9th. Here is Dunker the other way. Scoops it up, left hand off the glass, and he missed an easy one. Now the Bee Diggers with a tie-up in the backcourt, but that's going to be a foul as Morgan grabbed the rebound. Yep, unable to score. 1:09 to go. And Dunker, if that's on him, I think it was on Nichols, though. It's a double bonus now, and Morgan to shoot 2. Morgan hit the big 3-pointer to break a 32-all tie. Nichols commits his second. Free throw is up and in. And that might have done it right there. Frontier now on a 10-2 run. Second free throw, yes. 42-34. Bee Diggers have to score on every possession. They need turnovers. Dunker on the outside right, 1:03 to go. Bounces pass. Mount, long 3 is no good. And the ball is out of bounds. It is off of Brush. And I don't even know if you foul now. Well, yeah, 58 seconds to go, down by 8. You got nothing to lose. Blevins to throw it in the backcourt to Morgan. Morgan along the baseline. Front court pass to Pratt. Pratt bounce pass to Cogswell. Back out to Hidalgo. Hidalgo looking, dribbling, and then had the ball stripped. And then it's loose and taken away by Dunker. Nice turnover there. Here is Mount. Mount right baseline. Swings it cross court to Hirschfeld. Left corner 3, and that's no good. And the rebound is into the hands of Blevins, and then the ball is knocked out of bounds by Leachman. It will be Frontier Academy basketball with 33.4 seconds to go. And this is just a matter of cold shooting by Brush in the fourth. And to throw it in is Blevins. Blevins looking to Hidalgo in the backcourt. And Hidalgo's fouled by Mount, and he's fouled out. Well, Mount is a junior. He's got one more year to go. And oh, no, they're going to call it on Hirschfeld instead. So Trent's still in the game, excuse me. I thought he had made the contact. And now 2 free throws for Hidalgo. Now we've got a quick timeout here called, I believe, by Frontier. 31.6 seconds to go. And for the Bee Diggers, this incredible comeback. Well, not incredible, but a very impressive comeback, I should say, is going to fall short. They were never down by double digits in a game, but they had trouble scoring, and they were able to take a 2-point lead on Adrian Lopez 3 at the end of the third quarter, just before the buzzer. But in this quarter, they have a Noah Leachman basket and an Adrian Lopez free throw, and that's it. That's all they've been able to earn here. Frontier Academy will advance, and they will take on either Strasburg or Estes Park. Try to get a final in that particular game. As the Brush effort tonight was a valiant one, but it's going to fall short here with 31.6 seconds to go. And Hidalgo at the line to shoot a deuce. And the free throw is up and in. And the Wolverines have their biggest lead. 43-34. Second free throw is up and in. This could be another double-digit victory, but a much closer game. Dunker across the timeline, swings it to Mount. Mount fakes the three, takes the three, misses badly, hit nothing but glass. Ball is out of bounds off of Ben Pratt, and the B-Diggers have the basketball. 23 seconds remaining, and Hirschfeld to throw it in. BJ looking right corner, Leachman, three in the air, is off the rim, and Nichols has the rebound, then he's fouled with 18 seconds to go. That'll only be the 16th foul, though. B-Diggers one-bound the basketball. Looked like Pratt got him. Here's the lob. Oh, the lob by Dunker, intercepted by Blevins. Taken away by Morgan. And then we got a foul. 14.2 seconds to go. And the foul on Hirschfeld. And Jordan Morgan to shoot two. He just made two moments ago. Morgan spins, shoots, and connects. Second free throw upcoming. A disappointing end to a excellent game played by the B-Diggers, but in the fourth quarter just didn't happen. That's good. 46-34, and Dunker the other way for Brush with 13 seconds to go. Dunker across the timeline, left wing Hirschfeld, three is no good. And Nichols chases it down for the B-Diggers. Nichols in the lane, his runner off the glass, no good. Putback is no good. And that is the end of the game. And the Frontier Academy Wolverines have defeated the Brush B-Diggers tonight. 46-34, outscoring Brush 17-3 in the fourth quarter. All right, we're going to take a brief break here, and we'll wrap it up shortly. Yeah, let's take a 1-minute break. We're back in 1 minute as Brush's season comes to an end as they fall to Frontier Academy by a score of 46-34. We're back in 1 minute on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. B-Digger post-game show is brought to you by Mr. D's Ace Home Center with 3 locations to serve you better. Sterling, Brush, and Fort Morgan, your headquarters for all your home, farm, and ranch supplies from plumbing to feed. Mr. D's Ace Home Center. The B-Diggers have their season come to an end, losing to Frontier Academy 46-34. Again, the B-Diggers led by 31-29 after 3, but were outscored 17-3 in the fourth. Let's bring in the head coach of the B-Diggers, Tyrone Whipple. Coach, at the end of our conversation on Tuesday, you said, well, we play well for 2 to 3 quarters, sometimes a little bit more than that. We have to put 4 quarters together. Before the game, you just said one thing. We just got to score. And come the fourth quarter, after you had fought so hard to grab the lead, it ultimately came down to the final 8 minutes. But I'm sure you got to be proud of your team for the rally they generated, having the lead on the road. And even though Frontier Academy was 3-0 against Brush this season, this was definitely the closest game. I mean, the Frontier Academy had to battle. This final score is completely deceiving.
Yeah, it is, John. And the bottom line is we got to put the ball in the hole. And if we could put the ball in the hole down the stretch there and make those layups, and we're still in the ball game. I mean, you know, we've got to kind of look at the man in the mirror and look at, you know, the things that we didn't do. I mean, giving them, once again, our Achilles heel all year is giving teams second point baskets, you know. And we did that again tonight. And, you know, down the stretch, like I said, we didn't put the ball in the hole. But, you know, and I'm proud of these guys. I feel bad for these seniors. I would like to see them go out, you know, on a higher note. But, you know, they were warriors tonight. They fought until the end. They were gladiators. They fought until the end.
Well, you talk about the seniors here. Noah Leachman, 11 points and 9 rebounds, nearly a double-double, 8 points, 11 boards for Aaron Nichols. That was pretty much emblematic of their play throughout the course of the season, where they had games in and out, especially Leachman, where they could generate a double-double and certainly be strong in the scoring column and on the boards for your team.
Yes, that's true. And they did a good job. I just wish that we could have done a little more tonight offensively to stay a little closer down the stretch. Like you said, scoring 3 points in that final quarter is not going to get a cut. 17-3, we're not going to win many ball games doing that.
In a way, was this game a microcosm of your season where you were just always fighting back? You start off 2-7, had the huge win at Platte Valley. Then you beat Strasburg, rallying to win that game. Then you win 4 consecutive road games. Then you get to 500, fall below 500, get back to 500. It just seemed that your team was always trying to catch up, and that says something very positively about your team. But it can take a lot out of you as well.
Yeah, it can, but I always look at
I know you won't have any excuses either.
Yep, no excuses. I always want to look at the positive out of the negative. I think the guys grew up a lot this year. They learned a lot. And we fought and we battled. I mean, we got beat. I wouldn't actually say we got beat by a better team, but down the stretch there we got beat by a couple of better teams. It just, at times tonight we did some things good, and at times we had poor execution, and that came back to bite us at the end of the game in the fourth quarter.
Well, and this Frontier Academy team will move on, and you've got some players coming back for next year, and I know you're not worried about next year yet because you're getting through this year, but when you put everything together, I know the final record is going to be 10-12, but again, you built yourself a hole, you kept coming back. I mean, how would you evaluate this season, also knowing that you had very few starters return from a year ago? That was a veteran squad from 1 year ago.
Yeah.
So you were almost working from ground zero, so to speak, with many of your players.
Yeah, and then also, John, you forgot we lost our big inside garbage man with Clay Shaver there.
Right,
so
that's
with
right.
Clay Shaver, it's a whole different season too. But like my college track coach always said, Dwayne Vandenbush, if hands and butts for candy nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Tyrone, hey, congratulations. Thanks for being with me all season here at the end of games.
John.
It's always appreciated.
We appreciate all your support.
Absolutely. That's Brush head coach Tyrone Whipple after the Bee Diggers fell to the Frontier Academy Wolverines tonight, 46-34. Let's run through the numbers. The visiting Bee Diggers got 11 points from Noah Leachman, 8 in the game from Aaron Nichols, 6 for Adrian Lopez. Ryan Dunker had 3, as did B.J. Hirschfeld, 2 for Aaron Williams, and 1 free throw for Reed Hall. 15 points for Ben Pratt to lead Frontier Academy. Ben Pratt was supplemented there by Jordan Morgan's 13, 8 for Zach Hidalgo. Will Cogswell was 6 and 2 apiece for Austin Blevins and Brendan Faulkner. 36 rebounds for Frontier Academy. As the coach mentioned, many second chance rebounds there, second chance points. A lot of offensive rebounds there. Ben Pratt had quite a few of those. He had 12 total rebounds for Frontier Academy. The Bee Diggers with 32, 11 from Nichols, 9 from Leachman, 14 turnovers for Brush, 10 for Frontier Academy. That was nearly identical to the total last night when Sterling had 16, or 2 nights ago. Sterling had 16 and Brush had 10. The Bee Diggers trailed 14-7 after 1, 25-20 at the break. Outscored Frontier 11-4 in the third for a 31-29 lead, but then the rough fourth quarter, 17-3 for Frontier Academy. They win by 12. Frontier 11 out of 18 from the line. Bee Diggers 6 out of 11. And let's see if we can somehow get a final score of the other game. The Brush girls did win, by the way, 64-23. And once again, a final reminder that the Brush girls will be playing coming up tomorrow on 94.5 The Ranch, as well as 94.5theranch.com. And we'll see if we can, just before we go off air, I'm trying to chase down a final score. As in the other game, it was Liberty Common facing University. So if I get a final score here, then I'll be able to tell you who the Brush girls are playing coming up tomorrow at noon. Once again, that's on 94.5 The Ranch and 94.5theranch.com. And yeah, don't see anything updated yet in terms of that particular game. Let's see, just scrolling down here. Yeah, as to who won that Liberty Common game. Yeah, we don't have that now. But anyway, we'll let you know. 94.5 The Ranch and 94.5theranch.com at noon for the Brush girls against more than likely Liberty Common, assuming they beat University tonight. Outstanding job, as always, by our sound engineer and producer, Michaela Klimper. Let me not forget the Bee Digger player of the game tonight, as the Bee Digger player of the game is brought to you by Cargill Beef, committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at Cargill.com. We'll give it to both Noah Leachman and Aaron Nichols with the numbers that I alluded to earlier, and they are seniors, so that would only be appropriate at this time. But congratulations to all the seniors, including Aaron Williams, B.J. Hirschfeld, who was a longtime starter for this team, Reed Hall, and Eddie Garcia, who played for this team quite a bit throughout the course of the season. And we'll be checking in with those Beet Digger underclassmen for basketball. And, of course, the baseball season gets underway on Tuesday, March 15th, when the Beet Diggers are on the road against Estes Park. All the Beet Digger games right here on 1010, as well as KSIR.com. Final score tonight, the Beet Diggers are eliminated, that is, in the Patriot League tournament, losing at Frontier Academy 46-34 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.